Stream.
Yeah.
Are you on the right channel?
Yes, it just went live. Let me freaking tweet this.
What channels do you have, man?
Enough.
3. No, he has 3.
4.
I mean, Analysis Daily is dead. The gaming channel is just like a backup channel.
Yep, it's on your right channel.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go share this everywhere.
Why don't I see it?
Did you get it in here? Nope, I'll put it here.
Why do I see you with like 8 llamas walking into this?
What?
I see you with 8 llamas walking into distance.
I'll post
I'm trying to put them in the
info.
farm.
They're alpacas, you dummy.
No, they're llamas.
Bullshit! No!
I wish they were alpacas.
Weren't they called alpacas at some point?
No, they were called llamas. There was
Notice the hype train, people. If you're expecting a lot of energy, everybody's pretty exhausted.
Don't forget to share it on your Twitter, babe.
Yep, we just did that. All right, so I got to work. I don't know what order this happened in. Who first told us that this? Oh yeah, I remember looking on Twitter, and freaking something about the Zoophile Police had been something was going on, right? And then I go up to Ruza, and as a joke in my head, in my delusional Anthony Aguilar, everything is Vita's fault. I bet it's Vida. I bet it's Vida. And I'm like, stop being such a butthole. It's not going to be Vida. Ruth's like, it's Vida, goddammit. I'm like, what? How the fuck is it Vida? That makes zero sense. Oh, here, one sec. Actually, Webcake just contacted me.
Let me guess. Vida did it. Yep, you got it. No, I was fucking with you. What's the real answer?
They just DM Zoopho Police. They're just like, what's going on? I said, it's just Vida being Vida. Bronies being bronies. Everyday thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so, and I want to explain at the very beginning of this, my game plan was, they'll get the Twitter account back. They'll pass like 2 strangers in the night. Who doesn't have headphones? Yeah, could you either mute or get them on?
I'm pushed to talk.
That might be me. Okay, it's good. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, we'll hopefully pass like 2 strangers in the night. It'll be something I tell the idiots in the just behind the scenes. Just the local yokels will never find out that Vida had anything to do with the ZPD, and we'll all be better for it. Even though I do like to bitch about Vida, I just figured I wanted the Twitter account to not run into some bullshit, and I don't know who talked about it first on Twitter, whether it was Vida or ZPD.
It was Vida.
Okay. Well, there you go. I grabbed him after Hateful Tate said, let's put him in a call. So it was me, Hate, Ruza. Ruza's like, put me in the damn call. I'm like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, I want to be there.
Rouge had to ask twice because I was tired. I was just trying to get through it. I just wanted to get through it as fast as possible. Here, I'll even open up the fucking room that was from. Bunk. Right to the top. Get the hell out of my way.
There's a lot.
There's no nudes in this room, is there?
I don't know.
Bad that you have to ask.
There totally are nudes in there.
Well, I'll put Ruse in there. Here you go. Someone else can... Scrolling to the top. There we go. It's the very top for whatever reason. Well, instead of playing telephone, there's no hostile takeover. Basically, Vida wanted to state that they were concerned because there were 3 or 4 people, 4 if you count Vida, who had access to ZPD's Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. And to prevent the Twitter account from having a hostile takeover, he took a hostile takeover and took over the account.
It was going to be a hostile takeover. It was in a private Discord. There was a lot going on. This man said we're handing it out.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
For those of you people who ever saw the movie Superman versus Batman and thought that plot was retarded, I'd like to sum it up like this. Even if there's a 1% or a 0% of a chance or whatever that this man could turn on us, we have to kill him now. And yes, Vida turned into the worst version of Batman, Batflack. And I'm going to say that the ZPD was at least a serviceable Superman that had to be killed at all costs, question mark? Isn't that basically what happened?
I mean, sure. He kept presenting it on the Zoophile Police Twitter
Yes. By the way, anybody who sees this on the screen, I didn't hack Vida. I think he added me either during the BronyCon thing or what was it? Shit, I can't think. Sequestria.
Something after that?
Yeah.
Something after that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna say somewhere between BronyCon and Sequestria.
Okay.
Yeah, scrolling on ahead here because I really like the ZPD Twitter and we can fix this. And despite me, my first knee-jerk reaction early in the morning was, "Oh, good, a chance to shit on Vida."
I fucking know that.
Yeah, no, but I didn't do that this time. I totally didn't. I actually went to him and I thought, I was like, maybe I'll run to Twitter, and Ruzi even gave me the green light to go straight to Twitter, which I didn't do. I kept my mouth shut, which killed me. Absolutely killed me. Yeah.
You just came to me and said, "Hey, can I go public?" I was like, "Yeah, you do what you want. I don't care."
Okay.
I was just trying to fucking smoke a fat one.
And I wanted to let Vida know that I wanted them to still get AIDS and die. But I just still wanted to fix. I still wanted to fix this before then. I added Leo in here because I don't know, maybe the moral authority might be able to put in some pressure. He didn't show up till like 500 messages later. More like Leo, bitch. I'm just skimming through here again. If any of the admins. So just for statement, there was no kids in danger at all, right? None.
No, there were no kids in danger.
Were there any animals in danger?
No.
Any adults in danger?
No one was in danger. It was just another normal day. It's still a normal day for me because I piss people like him off every fucking day, and it's great. And
I'm gonna share with freaking what is it, Yeti or I don't know. I'm really tired. What's the name? Wendigo. Yeah, Wendigo. I'm very exhausted. I was like, I understand that he wanted all the power in the hands of one person, right?
Yes, even though he had absolutely no involvement with ZP other than being helpful originally.
How long ago?
When we first got the account back. Oh, that was like months ago. A few months ago.
So would it be fair to say that you would warn involving Vida in any significant role because he might just fuck your shit up?
Yeah, we were not involving him. And he said he didn't want to.
He just randomly, for whatever reason, decided, had he tapped you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, I got a problem here," and did you hand wave him away? Did any of that shit happen?
We just had a mental breakdown in the server.
Just randomly. Let me just say, he says that we are handing out our password like candy. It was in a private Discord, in a private channel, with only the ZP admins and him, because he made the server. And I forgot that he handed me the power.
Yeah, no, he didn't even tell you. He just gave you ownership and he didn't tell anyone.
Okay, so here's the original post. I'm holding on to this account for a day or two to make a point. If they haven't been sharing their password, I wouldn't have access to this Twitter account. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Consider it a timeout and a lesson for admins to learn from their mistakes. Dear Vida, I understand you probably are used to having complete power when you play Dungeon Master in your little game of D&D.
Anthony super chat.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
I'm awake now. I'm fucking awake.
Lord Ben Mazin is $10. Hey, has this $10 for getting a drink for dealing with this crazy stuff, Anthony? I figured I needed a drink, and I want to state for the record, hi Cass, if you want in, you could come in. I've been taking a break, still working on ZP. I have plans uploading something. Yeah, the second person I contacted besides Ruza was Kaz. I forget which is first. She'll let me know. Yeah, I'll check in. Shit, it's been a hot minute. I don't think I've streamed with Kaz yet, so this will be a first. Whoops, shouldn't have freaking shown web stuff there, but it's something I'll get to. Fuck. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Your rabbit ears
I'm
on.
back. Testing.
Rabbit.
Yeah, shit died. Where is his name? Somebody else got Kaz? I'm trying to add him.
I have Cass. I'll add him.
Yes, please.
Cass Warfox.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. I'd like to say I suggested him first. If I got that completely wrong, I would. And again, putting things and differences aside, I know we don't get along anymore. I'd I suggested that Coyote Lovely also be an admin for Nothing Else, a placeholder, because I understand the people who I would trust in that role are in short order. I've never asked to be an admin myself for two reasons. I'm a petty fuck, and my grammar is ass-tastic, and I have no business being in charge of any kind of Twitter anything.
Coyote's a good person, but I feel like he would never tweet on it. Right? I feel like he would never work on it.
Well, here's why I'm going to tell you why Coyote was it, because me and Coyote actually did a stream with the original owner, and our same advice, and Coyote's may have changed, was, for the love of Christ, don't argue about politics like we do. Just shut up about politics. Just keep exposing predators. Shut the fuck up about Just talk about.
Was Coyote a bad choice at all? Yeah.
No, he would have been fine. He would have been great. And
exactly.
Like I'm just giving credit where credit is due.
Basically.
So Cass, did you want to butt in at any point? I'm sorry if I'm going too fast here.
Super chat.
Again, already.
Nah, it's fine. I'm running on some entirely coffee right now. How's everyone doing?
Stop coming and they don't stop.
I'm fucking.
We're all really fucking tired.
Yeah. Blinky, it seems BS, but it won't stop coming. It won't stop coming. Ah, lol.
War of attrition has set in.
I was at work, and the funny thing is, I went from dead exhausted to, I had like enough energy, but I just couldn't like sit in front of my chair anymore. I just paced. And it just drove me nuts. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with me, but I really like the account. I really like what it does. And I'm really, I really care about this thing. It does nothing but positive things. And I kept asking Vida, what have they done wrong? Well, this thing could be bad.
They can do something. You never know. They can't just
anyone could do anything bad. Vida could do something. Anybody.
Yeah, and I think this nails it on the head when I say I'm like, so wait, something could possibly go bad, so you killed it. Please don't have kids, because kids could do something bad.
Or was his logic something like, well, if you think they're prepared to deal with things, let's see how they deal with this thing that I make happen.
Yeah, random pool guy, you mother fornicators need
He said
Jesus.
he was going to do nothing to the account and it's not going anywhere, but then he's trying to report it and get it taken down. He's saying the N-word and that kids can consent on our account.
You want to know the reason why he did that?
Why?
It's because I asked him for evidence on one of his claims and harassed him. And he basically kept saying to me, this is a smart idea. I have the account. And I was like, I don't give a shit. You make a claim.
I
give me evidence, you little pussy.
Is that why he took you offensively and started actively
attacking
you?
I mean, to be fair, Vida seems to have a lot of trouble with transgender people in positions of power. That's just my thought.
If Anthony wants to show you, he could show you the group chat where I was just asking him questions, and his only response is, "Don't make me angry," like some fucking white kid with an AR-15 going to the school. Don't make me angry. What's gonna happen?
And here's the funny thing: I've had people, and I don't want to misquote certain cat people, who said, "No, he's grown as a human being." Blah blah blah.
Well, read the screen.
It was an original lesson that I saw that they were stupid. I realized none of them are learning anything, and then I realized none of them should be running the account. So I nuked it. Jealous of what exactly? I was the owner of ZP for a while back.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
Was he in charge? Was he ever reading the ZP's Twitter private DMs?
The first time he ever
maybe a week he ran DMs.
Was it around February?
Break. I don't know time, man.
Actually,
time isn't real.
Hold on. Let me just butt in and say this real quick. Sorry for the interruption, but if I do remember right, he actually does pop into a server every once in a great while. In fact, he's made a post on March 15th of this year in the same server. So he's been around for months. He just doesn't post anything. He doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Basically.
Sorry.
Yeah, and again,
timeline autism activates.
Me and Leo Convoy, when I talked to Kaz about Vida, I'll tell everyone what I told him here. I said that he's a PG version or PG-13 version of Godwinson Zoom without the. Yeah, he's the doxing without the fucking swatting. He's a massive cunt. And you're like, oh, can I talk to him? Like, knock yourself out, but I wouldn't recommend it. So I was right. That's all.
To be fair, that was probably the reason I didn't say a goddamn thing, and I was just sitting there taking screenshots and just observing the behavior of the shit show.
Okay.
Another super chat.
Because the first moment you respond, he honestly seems like he just wants to go to war instantly.
Okay, so Lord Ben
He didn't
Moz.
want to go to war with me, but all I did was ask him for evidence. I wonder where the evidence is. By the
Lord
way.
Ben
Probably-
Mazza, the power of Christ compels you all.
You guys let him read his super chat.
I'm kidding, but dang, this mess makes me want to stop drinking. My goodness, this crazy stuff is from Vida. Here's the funny thing I'd have been younger, and this had been like some dumb Rift bullshit. I'd have been laughing my ass off. But like the whole account is dedicated to exposing people who go after kids, people who defile the dead, and people who violate animals. I don't see what the net gain here is. I'm completely
Are we really
lost.
surprised? Hold on, are we really surprised Fusion's friend is that mad?
I didn't say it this time. This time.
Oh, he's gonna go on Twitter and get pissed because I said a joke. Shut the fuck up, you pussy. Nobody cares.
Well, tell you what, I know probably freaking Wendigo isn't going to want to deal with it, but I know, Vida, that you do occasionally watch. If you'd like to come in and defend your stance somewhere down the line, I'm all ears.
Except for later today, after the stream, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired.
I kept asking, and I want to be clear about this, Ruse. I like you infinitely better than Vida. You are.
Good.
If I had 24 ruses, I could clean up any fandom. Any fandom. Yes. The ultimate utility woman who could knock out anything. Fuck, beautiful.
That's another thing in the Brony community. You just piss off someone and you're just like, oh, that's cool. Now let me just move on with my day.
I didn't get there. Like, one of his complaints was, you and your memes on the main account. I'm like, you're a fucking meme lord. Where do you get off bitching about Ruza? I don't understand.
Like, I don't care, and he doesn't really realize that. But hey, if he wants to continue on, go ahead.
I can understand Brony can be too much with talking. I find it endearing myself, but I don't understand the hate about Ruza.
Don't you bully our good boy, Brony?
No, like Ruse is like me if I didn't talk too much. I was gonna say that. Like, what do you mean?
All right, so let's go back and skim through this shit. Where the fuck is it? Bug.
It's the one that says Ruza.
Thank you for the upper conversation. Rings some truth here. Blah 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 blah. But I asked Patch, who is directly involved with something. Everything you tell me, what happened. Technically, one of the main owners of the new ZP account. Is this true?
What?
Vida says I was actually technically one of the main owners of the new ZP account.
He was not main. He was one of the first 2 people that the OG gave it to because he couldn't do it himself.
Okay. Thanks, OG.
14-year-old.
Vida didn't really do much.
Yes. I let control of it go, and then it was saying it's bullshit, or what is Anthony saying is bullshit. Putting aside that for a second, which we did, I'll give Vida a little credit, and then again, you can correct this or not. Did Vida use the ZPD account to, when he had control for like the last day, to weaponize against anyone?
He was just trying to promote himself and.
He was shouting out himself, Barrel. He kept using the N-word repeatedly.
Well, that's
telling people that kids can consent.
Okay, well, hold it. Okay, I guess I can't give that anymore. But my point was that was after he'd gotten his shit pulled. I guess if people try and take their shit back that he steals, it's okay to fucking smear them as a pedophile. Huh? Don't know what that feels like. Anyways.
Oh, boy.
And then try and talk to the staff. We're doing this.
I'm gonna take a piss. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Current staff endangered. Yeah, I asked him this. Did he endanger any kids? Did he use the account inappropriately? Like insisting, like listening to you have the floor. And I admit I do talk. I do type like a moron. I mean, you're welcome to try and talk to Leo. We talked to Leo. Ultimately, I have no interest in discussing things here with the group of autistic man-children. I have the account. It's my possession. I've decided what I've decided to do, and nothing more will be due to change this, other than potentially piss me off and make things worse. I want you to remind you people, this guy wanted to be a cop. This man was going to have a gun later. I would have hired some fucking drug addict to keep talking into him until he would have shot the guy, so Vida would have got thrown in jail. A crack rock would have got my problem solved.
Alright, I'm back.
So, let's see here. This is Hateful Take. Currently, not that I know of, gotten the wrong information in the past. Hell yes. No shit. I'm asking that you can't say later, well, no one asked me all my problems. What the fuck am I talking about? I really must have been tired out of my... I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Holy shit.
You want me to just go over to some of the things he said?
Yeah, go ahead. You skim it, buddy.
Okay, so he wants me fired for Zoophile Police, I guess. Even though I'm the most active person on the Zoophile Police and I report the most. Because I was the only person telling him, hey, you have an account with 10K followers. I don't give a shit. You made a claim. You got to present evidence. You just... And he said that in multiple people's DMs. He was saying, I don't get why Ruza isn't scared of me or why Ruza's still going. And I was just like, because I don't fold to people. I don't care if you have 1 million followers. I'm going to call you a dickhead. I don't even care if you have the account. I'm still going to call you a dickhead. What's the other thing? Oh, yeah, he was trying to frame me on Zoophile Police by using the little emoji thing, but posting offensive memes. But the thing is, the offensive memes he was posting, I was just saying to myself, dude, I would post that on my normal account. You're trying to make me look bad, but if you just go to my normal account, you'll see worse shit.
I've done worse. Yeah, you're just
like I've done worse. What the
internet,
fuck,
guys?
You want to know the funny thing? The things he was posting, I already had downloaded. I freaking memes downloaded.
That's in my 6-month stale folder. I haven't been posting that meme in months.
I was just like, oh, that's kind of stale.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the magical thing when Vida and Anthony were going at it in a group consistently. I decided to butt in for a second, and suddenly Vida just went quiet for a good 10 minutes or so. And I was just like, I don't know why he always goes quiet when I'm around. Hey, whatever, I don't care. It's like I'm trying to sleep and report some fucking predators and shit, man. Just a normal fucking day in the community for me. Another mad hoe. Can I say that on the stream without getting in trouble?
No, mad hoe's fine.
Alright, good.
I'm just skimming through trying to find some shit.
He was also apparently very pissed off when we got the account back because he was trying to get us suspended and stuff. But if it gets suspended, we're just gonna put suspended.
It's weird that I ended up making 3 videos on him. Basically, when I was trying to expose the fact that he was interested in bayfish, he turned out to be underage later on. Those videos got fucking goddamn reported, and he's like, "How him and his boy hate what was it, fucking Fusion?" Or like, "You have no proof." I'm like, "They're about you." Are you suggesting somebody like, I don't know, Mad Plushie came along and saved you or bailed you out, or Rio Santiago on your behalf with no knowing of yourself whatsoever? Bullshit.
It's like, oh no, I'm losing the account. I have to report it. This report might take 7 months to go through, but who fucking cares?
He had his friends DM him. He proceeded to say slurs in his DMs with his friends, and then had his friends block and report us.
The thing is, look,
who's
hold on,
Quinn?
I'll say this.
Who's Quinn?
That's an old admin.
Yeah, old admin and a friend of mine.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so getting to that now.
Yeah.
I remember being really cool with Quinn, and again, if you are the person I remember you to be, you didn't announce yourself as a mod. You were just like a friend of the staff, so I'm sorry for being a cunt, because I'd gotten pulled away from my date to bail out Patchwork Heart. And I was trying to get in and out, and I had some people who weren't happy with me, so I was spreading the joy, if you know what I mean.
Very much.
Yeah, that's just explaining that.
I mean, they kind of just came in group chat and said, I don't agree with you sharing the password. And I was like, that's cool, but I never asked nor gave a shit about what you thought.
Like, it's my account. I'm the one with the server. I'm the one with the fucking password. Bro, you don't do shit.
Besides have mental breakdowns on this server. Whatever. I mean, Anthony, how common are people having mental breakdowns because of you, man?
Because of what?
Because of you. I mean, how common do people just come to your DMs going crazy?
It happens more than I don't keep track.
Lost count?
Yeah. I really don't. I really... fuck. Do I have to look up and down them right now?
Nah. Just estimate number.
Let's see. President... Archer doesn't come to me in DMs, typically. That's not a breakdown.
Me.
Well, those don't count. Those are matters of love. That's Rouge's curious intricacies that make her a sparkling and amazing human being. What? What?
You're giving Brony diabetes.
Yes. So yeah, here's Ruza still waiting for that evidence. Flinching
and by the way, give me my rollback and barrel, you pussy. I like talking to the people.
Not right now. He's acting like an idiot, extremely immature, the brand immature when you shouldn't be handling serious subjects. So this was mature. Incapable of taking away anything of value. Rosa's pretty high value of people that I'd put in charge. As for Wendigo, I could swear, I could swear Leo bitched about you before in the past. I'm sorry if you've gotten better since then. No one tipped me off or anything. I got a so-and-so's bad, and then I was like, okay, and then I went back to whatever. I didn't get an up-to-date. Nobody has cued me in on ZPD. I wasn't asking for any power, but I would have liked to have, maybe be able to make suggestions. I know Hate suggested that, a couple of us be, advisory people in case you guys are having a breakdown.
If you want to give me a leather jacket for that.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that'd be
No, they were talking about it earlier.
I don't know the funny thing. Everything prior to that chat with me and Vida was just me asking him for evidence.
So Vida says
asking this person for evidence is a bad thing. I guess he's a new buttons or some shit. Ask him for evidence or just fucking cry.
Yeah, I'm curious there. Vida says, I'm saying Wendigo hesitantly because she was one of the people to share the password.
She was the only person who shared the password, not one of the people.
Okay.
He's trying to manipulate it to look like they shared it to everyone, or made it more public and multiple
people. The original post made it sound like it was the admins and two of their best friends and everybody, and then I found out it's 3 to 4 people, and I'm like, okay, so I think it's dumb that Vita's one of them, but here we are. There's no use bitching about spilt milk. Here we are. And
basically.
I kept, and he's like, I'll give it back after 24 hours. And I'm like, what's happening in 20? And Ruse is getting pissed at me at this point because I'm pointing out that it doesn't make any sense. Why are you giving?
He expected us to apologize for having it in a private server in a private channel,
and
not doing TweetDeck, which was my idea.
I'm trying to get to the point here, and again, I would have totally. I'm like, Vita, if you're gonna give it back and it doesn't change anything, you wasted everyone's time. Yes or no?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, you're just making me want to nuke it. I'm like, what are you, derpy fucking VA? I don't want to think about it. Thinking's hard.
Okay.
Thinking's tough.
I'm sorry. Let me just say this real quick. What are you succeeding by deleting it? Come on.
I don't get it. No, I didn't understand.
Just make a new one.
Well, you do have to build it the hell back up again. You have to remember.
Now we're building up this other.
10K.
The original account was 40,000, and they just finally got around 10.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't know, I wanted you to calm down till we got the account, then I could just take a shit on him, and you could take a shit on him, and it would be an epic thing. That's fucking hilarious.
You have to remember, I was also really exhausted and bitchy at that point, where I was like,
Desired.
Yeah, now I'm starting to talk like I write. I'm fucking just like the...
Desired and
it's cute. It's cute, baby.
But yeah, here's the line with Vita. You posting Pokemon means he's like, you're done. You're gone.
You crossed the line.
So if I could put in a request, one Pokemon animated meme on ZPD into the heat death of the universe per day, just one.
No, just send it over, and I'll make all kind of memes. I always post memes on there. Wendy will never stop me. Nobody can stop me.
Alright, so I do wind up asking Jace there, and I did think this was funny. I was like, who do you want to have in charge? And they're like, Balana. I'm like, lol, funny, and then I kicked him. No.
Oh, no.
Not Balana.
Oh, no.
The thing is, I don't know if you knew, Vida, but I could see you in your server chilling in that VC. Why didn't you join the group voice chat? That's what I want to know, because you were chilling in your Barrow server thing. But for some reason, you didn't join the group chat.
Barrels. It's going to give you both barrels, isn't he?
I mean, the thing is, it was a private chat, so I couldn't even join it. So, but I was still able to see it. I'm just going to say with the power of magic, but you get me.
Yeah.
And I hate to point this out here when he cites this wrong. He says a 3-year difference between Mint Heart and Fusion. And I'm like, wait, that never happened. Fusion was wrapped up with a kid, but one of my critiques about Vita is if it's not Mint, he doesn't care when it comes to kids. and I feel like I'm vindicated here. This whole Twitter account is dedicated about protecting kids, and he couldn't go 5 minutes without thinking about Minhart. Just my back pocket. It's out in public.
I know, but keep it for later.
Oh, are you kidding me? No, I'm never leaving this room.
I want to say something else, though. When you got involved, Vida was saying, "Oh, now Ruza's getting Anthony involved." I don't get.
I came to Ruza.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ruza never asked me shit.
Exactly. You were the dumbass who made the tweet. He asked me about the tweet. I said, "It's Vida," and then you assume he's getting Anthony involved. Oh no,
Ruza, do I have your permission to show your DMs?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go.
I mean, it wasn't
today.
Fuck up, liberal.
All right, here. No. Okay, all right, we'll go up to shut the fuck up, liberal. Where the fuck? Okay, we'll explain that. The reason why the room is called Shut the Fuck Up, Liberal is this really edgy 16-year-old when we were hunting a predator changed the room name to Shut the Fuck Up, Liberal. Liberal. And it's brought us luck, and we stuck with it. That's it. That's the whole story. That's all there is to it.
That's beautiful.
Okay, here's the original point. Yesterday, here's today. I post this, and he goes, Vida being Vida. This is not Ruza going, please help me, Anthony. Never happened. I was just about to ask, wait, that's him?
What a retard.
Yeah, saying what? Yep, down to voice call. And Anthony's been kissing my ass. The only account that could have been was ZPD. Can I out this? I'm making a point here because Vida made a remark about I was talking to some account and Vita's like, haha, it's really been me the whole time. And I was like, oh, maybe that was the ZPD account. Can you explain a bit more? Again, my shit grammar just made Ruza go, what the fuck is he talking about? You're telling me it's Vita. Yeah. Shut up, don't talk about this. Or yeah, and I'm asking because I thought, I actually legitimately considered this can blow over. We don't have to make this public. It would have killed me. Maybe I would have had an Anthony meltdown and made it public later. But the intention was not to talk about it in public. He's like, I mean, stream about it. I'm so down. No, I mean Twitter. Yeah, which I didn't do. Which I didn't do for fucking hours.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put these. They are from the personal
That's like
Discord.
days in Twitter time.
Yeah, no shit. In Anthony time, fuck, holy shit. I am one of the most.
Anthony time. That's like I had to wait a whole year.
Yeah, no, I want to explain this to Vida, to Rouge and shit. If you ever want to piss me off, make me wait for no reason. Hey, could you pass that butt over there and just sort of like look at it? Maybe in a minute. I'm just gonna stare at him.
Sit tight, bro. It's cool.
No, I want it now.
Hang on. Just hang on a second. Hang on.
No, fuck you.
I was so confused. Vida owns the Zoophile admin Discord server, and I'm just like, why? This makes no sense. Why in the fuck is this going on? I was like, maybe I fell asleep. This can't be real. Why is this a thing?
Unfortunately, when I first got hired into this thing, that's what exactly he set it up for. I didn't even know.
What
he
was
supposed to be part of it.
the whole time?
Okay, so
at some point.
So Cass,
I thought it was supposed to be our boss for fuck's sakes because he hired me through it.
Who hired you?
Fucking Vida was the one doing all the vetting and shit and other things in between. So he was the one who basically got a bunch of the admins in his own server with the sole intent of being like the main like admin private server. That was his thing.
Yeah. He made a private server, but then he's like, you're giving it out. The fucking password when it's literally in a private server with people he added to the server.
Yeah, I don't understand. And he all approved of everyone in that server, right?
He made it a big deal. He made it a big deal that he was kind of like owning this shit. So I thought he was supposed to be telling us what to do, and we just learned it on our own.
I'm going to use. No one's going to get this. I'm going to use a Warhammer 40k reference. That'd be like if all the Primarchs were like, "Okay, these three," and like the Emperor looks up and going, "No, not them." But those
exactly.
What do you mean not them? They're Primarchs! What are you talking about? You handpicked these motherfuckers!
Yes, exactly.
You got Sanguinius and Brabute Gil. I'm gonna stop. No one's gonna get these references. But...
No, I do. I completely do. I am a complete fag for that.
Yes.
Yes, I'll say it.
Oddly enough, the person who got me into the biggest series for that was Vida and fucking text-to-speech. But moving along. And
that shit great.
The whole point of the room, yeah, they're like, kick Vida, and I'm like, no, we're only in this room to talk to Vida. It's the only fucking reason.
It's because he kept adding people like Jace and Raven and...
Yeah.
Well, we just had to fill it up, and
The group was meant for me to show that Vida was a retard, even though I don't have to do that, he kind of does that himself, but you get the point. And then there was just a whole bunch of these other people joining, and they didn't even have context of what was going on. So I'll DM them, they'll be like, oh, alright.
First day on Zoophile Police for me. Hired. I thought Vida was supposed to be the guy who's supposed to tard wrangle us to do the job. Never told us to do anything. We all learned ourselves.
It was supposed to be me, but let's just say whatever happened.
Let's say everyone didn't do anything.
I kind of swear I saw very competent people in the admin ranks, at least in one of the Discord chats. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm seeing faces I know. This is handled. Mwah. I could put a check in the win column and fly off into the sunset and get into my own stupid bullshit adventures.
If Vida wants to claim about confidence, I think the fact that none of us have fucked up throughout the entire months with no leadership at all should speak volumes about what we're capable of.
Putting a password in a private server in a private channel with literally nobody but the admins is not an issue.
There was no leadership. That was the problem.
No, you didn't need leadership. You had a bunch of people who were completely fucking...
It seemed like you had good independent operatives who could do the job without any real guidance.
The problem with Vida is he acted like he was supposed to be the leader in this whole thing.
Also, fun fact, Vida would have still had the fucking account if he had deleted my phone number, but he was too stupid to do that.
The funny thing is, he was saying that he kicked everyone out. If you look at the Twitter, I was actually still tweeting and replying to DMs.
I still have my tweet deck on. Like, I was not kicked out through there either.
And
I'm keeping you guys in tweet deck.
That's how I stopped him from the advertising. Like, he kept spam tweeting, but I instantly deleted them. Because, motherfucker, I've been dealing with spam all my life. I could delete it faster than I could spam it. So, I was deleting all the spam tweets he was doing, which basically just racial slurs and some shit YouTube channel.
And I want to show this too.
The only incompetent one is the one who's showing off his channel like 12 years old and uploads Minecraft Let's Plays.
Hey, look at my gaming channel.
The last DM I sent to Vida today is, for what it's worth, if you found something, I would have listened. There you go.
I was gonna call him a
totally
cunt,
rational
I'm a nice
response,
person.
actually. No, that's quite rational.
It would have probably, truth be told, if this wasn't the normal, it would have probably taken me a little bit. Leo would have had to come yell at me, get off your bullshit, come go handle this, and I'd have been like, all right.
If there had been shit, we would have been on that. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Fire up the car. We're taping. Like, there'd be no question.
Yeah, and on top of that, if there's any narrative, Anthony's not asking for a role. He's shit on Twitter. I'm a garbage human being on Twitter. Brony Inspector won't come on Twitter because he thinks we'll stop being friends there. I am just a complete shitty person on there. Yes.
Yes, but let's just make it clear that server. That Vida totally owned that. Vida was actually there quite a few times to sort of peek in and make a few posts every once in a while. And, before this drama, it was last active like mid-March. So, like, this shit's been going on for a while. You would have obviously seen the password channel and shit. You didn't care.
Oh yeah, it's been there the whole fucking time.
Yeah. It was not hidden for anyone in the admin server because it was an admin server. It was not a public server.
I'd like to mention on last month, the 15th, he posted in the server, and then like 5 days later, he transferred ownership to Wendy. And I'm thinking, how the fuck did he not see the channel that says password to Zoophile? What does it say?
Ownership has the ability to see all the fucking channels.
It's called new password, fuckos. How are you fucking that retarded to not see the channel right there? Like, holy fucking shit.
And I'd like to point this out, and he got away with this scot-free when he got his hands on the Sequestria docs. I think everybody, when the link went into the chat, a bunch of other people got it. And he's the guy who wanted to take over fucking Zoophile Police's Twitter. Think about that for a second. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
For 24 hours, I want to have this. I'm totally not going to throw it in the top of the barrel where, he must have some real killer mods there. Jesus.
Oh, I'm being yelled at.
It's, I just thought it was weird because you approached me on this one, Anthony, actually. as soon as it happened, I just saw my messages says you were logged off, and I'm like, oh shit, did we change the password again? Did something happen? And then it's just like, oh, Vita's doing this, saying what the fuck, and then I saw the spats. Of course, I didn't get involved because I preferred to be the observer.
Yeah,
in
no,
this situation.
And again, I don't have like a super like long history of talking to Cass. I try not to bug him. Again, someone tipped you off. I think it was MetaFembot about the PK Russell thing, and then when I saw that went and turned into fucking a he said she said story, I was like, hey. It would take a complete retard. I'm probably going back to it because I am a complete retard to come back to this story and get anywhere near it. And I'm like, you're better than that. Not me, but you're better than that.
I will say that I was kind of just sitting there going, what the fuck? Because of just, there was absolutely no pretext. It was just spurgatory. It was just a massive amount of reading. It was just one moment, Vida just doesn't do anything for God knows how long, and then he pops in and goes, Rah! Fucking having a spasm, and all of a sudden, like, everyone's losing access.
It was
Sorry,
like Vida, if you ever hear this is someone who's deeply, I'd consider deeply respected in fucking people who go out of their way to protect kids away from predators, and you've endeared yourself to that community. Bruh fucking oh.
I'm just saying, this is, when it comes to drama, especially drama like this, I just watch stuff. Of course, I record. I look into it. Especially if it's fucked up shit, like actual pedo shit. You get evidence. You don't take anything illegal. You don't do that shit. But like when this comes to this shit, I just stare. I just stare at the situation and go, I don't even know why.
I mean, I was gonna say, do stuff illegally, just don't get caught. My word for you.
Jesus.
I'm surprised. Have I fucked up massively in front of you, Ruzi, yet? I feel like I've let you down.
I'm not here to...
Give it time. Give it time, folks. We'll get there.
Sometime. Someday.
Rouge has seen it. Brony Inspector's seen it.
You let Ruza down in TF2 all the time.
Well, that's different. That's me being a shitty player. I never said I was good at that.
I'm just saying that, like, that's part of the reason why when it came to that drama, I was kind of like, I think Anthony might be right. That's probably why I don't have a lot of conversations with Vita personally. Thank fucking Christ. Holy shit.
Well, he is capable of being fun if you can weather all the bullshit. You have to have a high threshold.
That's like saying a dead person could be fun.
I mean, then I'd wind up on the ZPD list, wouldn't I?
I mean, he looks as white as a dead fucking corpse, so like...
I didn't mean like that.
So far off. Oh, okay, sweet. No. But that's what I meant.
I'm not romantically involved with Vita in any way, shape, or form.
Nah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, you got another super chat.
Okay, let's take a look.
Fuck, there's so much deep lore.
Random pool guy, FNGR is not allowed to collect money. Ah, lol.
I mean, like, going to stream so I can see chat too, man.
Jesus Christ.
They let me keep my mic in debtor's jail, so at least Anthony can get super chats.
Alright, says I stand by my statement of Vita looking like a watered down Dr. Wolf.
Ollie and Diamond sent me to debtor's jail.
I'll level with you. I'd watch Vita's version of Dr. Wolf. He might have something to say.
Might.
I'm not saying it'd be.
I'm like Mo on The Simpsons. He stole my bit.
Shit, what I miss?
I love this line. So you have learned nothing.
Wait, was it?
Nothing from me? The thing is, hold on. He was saying like you learned nothing from me, and I'm like, no, dumbass. I'm waiting for Wendy to come back on because you left her phone number on there.
Like if you wanted to get rid of it, that's all he had
I didn't,
to do.
yeah, when that thing went in the chat, I didn't know what the relevancy was, and I was like, is that Vita's? I don't know what's going on.
Like, I don't give a fuck about the lesson, you dumbass. I was just
like,
waiting. I was
just
stalling.
deleted my phone number, we wouldn't have been able to get anything back.
And I want to state that again for the record. Hand to God, Rouge can verify this. I just kept arguing with Vita because I was bored. And they're like, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Stop talking!
I was like, bro...
I was like, shut up for 5 minutes, you'll like this. He's like, well, unless you got a way to get back in, and I just sent a smiley face.
Yeah, I was like, just wait, and I'll back you up on Zoophile Police, and we all have a beer, and it will be fucking hilarious. Shitting on Vida, when is that not fun?
Oh, Jesus.
No, we were down. We just wanted to get it first, Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you tweet about this stream anywhere? I was gonna repost it on
I
ZP.
thought I did. Let me take a look.
I don't
I
follow
posted
any of your
it places.
accounts,
There you
dude.
go.
I just live.
The original used to follow me for what it's worth.
Wasn't the original 14-year-old white supremacist?
I don't know about the 14-year-old, and the only person who called him white supremacist was Pat.
I know the 14-year-old part. I don't know the white supremacist part.
Okay, we talked to him. He was very quiet and even-tempered, and I didn't know about his age. I would not have condoned a 14-year-old being in charge of the premier 30 to 40,000 Twitter account hunting after necros, animal molesters, and predators. That would not have been bueno. I had
It's just like, yeah, I'm 14. I run Zoophile Police. Fuck Nick. I'm kidding.
He did the best job. I mean, to be fair. Thanks for putting me on the spot, so I had to admit that because I'm drinking right now. But
like you have,
worry,
you have super cold. For real?
Brony, what's wrong with your voice? Why
yeah,
does it
you
sound
got to
so
pop
fucking
in and
deep?
out. You got the 10-pound balls.
Shit.
You got the
thing,
Discord voice.
Yeah. I know there's one more guy who's been itching to get in one of these preto hunting chats. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. Fuck.
Hey man, if you want help, I'm one of the best ones out there. So.
Oh yeah, no, Ruza, you have definitely proven your fucking worth. I think you're the shit.
It's funny that he goes after Ruza when Ruza does literally everything.
That's because I just make the hoes mad. That's just I made. Look, I checked a few days ago, and over like 1,000 people have me blocked on Twitter. So I piss off someone every day, and I like that, and it makes me happy.
Well, one of the last times I was hanging out with Ruza, I was like, let's watch Ruza's stream. I like what you do, Ruza.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it gives you an idea, fucking Anthony and Rouge were playing TF2, and I have enemies on there, and they got kicked out of a game for fucking knowing me.
I'm Rouge's girlfriend now.
Not me.
Wendigo is in this relationship too, because she wants to be.
Yes.
Like, if I can make people that mad, then holy shit. Like, I don't even try half the time. I don't even have to try half the time.
A shout out for Hateful for coming along. I know you don't have a lot of time. You're still trying to pass your finals. So every person who helped out in any way, shape, or form today, or from the ZPD who had to suffer through this crap, I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, you call it suffering. We just call it little kids squirting us with a squirt gun. That's my view.
You guys have had to, and my opinion's no good because I'm already obviously biased. Would you equate Vita's behavior to that of a child?
Yes.
Obviously.
Okay.
Is basically the
it
nutshell.
was fucking comedy. I was fucking crying, laughing in my fucking chair the entire time. It was like, Ruza isn't mature. You're goddamn right. I'm laughing at your ass right now. I may not be mature, but I'm not as much as a lazy fuck as you. Like, holy shit.
And again, who knows? Maybe if my grammar was better, I was starting to felt like I was starting to kind of get it through for a hot minute. I don't know. Who knows? Didn't seem interested.
Super chat by Blinky. And I also want to say before you read this, I think this person's this person's Twitter account was kind of hacked. So if you want to like signal boost their Twitter account because it was kind of fucked up.
Bit Chase be pissy, but yeah, no, I boosted both the fucking ZPD accounts. They're at the top of the description.
No, I was saying Blinky right there, the person who gave you the $2.
What's their Twitter?
Here you go.
Alright. Bunk.
Yeah, because they had their Twitter account hacked, and I kind of felt bad for them.
Oh, no problem.
Today's just a day of hacking.
No, it was a few days ago. I think like 2 days ago they were hacked. Hi, Blinky.
Never argue with the Twitter. Hack.
So this
We all just start following you.
This is Blinky Iris. They are a top 5 cinnamon roll. Good person.
They also made that Art Brony Inspector in the dress, by the way.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes, the deep. No, that's That's me undercover. That's not me in a dress.
Oh, and you know what? It's been a day, and I'm an impatient ass. In case you didn't notice, Caring Rarity, aka Therapy Rarity, claims that there's a video out there that's only for their most closest of friends. They're a self-admitted map. The first person, and I'm gonna kick up the fucking voucher here. First person who brings that video, first come, first serve, $20. So I want it. we're up from 10 to 20.
Oh no.
And how he could explain himself, I'm very curious.
No. Lord.
Don't you judge her, Anthony.
Who? Well, Therapy Rarity identifies as a dude, and also I think.
You know what? It's debatable with his panties and his fucking chest piece he wants.
Well, you can be a cross dresser without being trans.
Can I mention?
Regardless,
Can I just mention how?
Look, we don't need to unpack this on this stream.
Yeah, we don't need to equate or define gay or trans because of that weirdo. So yeah.
I want to say this month's been crazy. Someone's threatened to dox me. I harassed him to buy me a pizza. I got my ass beat by a homeless guy because he wanted my Subway.
Why didn't you just give him the Subway and not get your ass beat?
I want to do this one for Leo Convoy to get this point across, since we have a call full of people who expose predators. The people that we go after, if you're an adult, and only if you're an adult, aren't going to thank you. They're looking to get even with you in any way possible. So yes, for the love of Christ, please be 18 and up.
No such thing as super sleuths.
No.
I'm sorry.
Please stop. It only takes one bad experience. There's that kid who wind up getting in that bad experience with Amos Yee, who claimed to be like 14, and they're like, I'm a predator hunter. I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
This day's been wild but funny to me, okay? I really get entertained off pissing people off. How do I look in chat?
Yeah, it's the internet. Why not?
Wendigo, it's so pretty.
I feel like, yeah, it does look really nice. In another lifetime, or at least 2-3 years earlier, I think you would have been chill with Vida. It's too bad they've turned into such a penis.
If it gives you an idea, I agree with Boot Masters.
I don't. Not remotely.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's why me and Vito probably never get along, because...
Look, there's a lot of things that come out of Woot's mouth far beyond their artistic tastes that just put me on orbit.
Oh, I'm not talking about art-wise. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I am not talking about that. Fuck no.
What's your favorite color on that note, Ruza?
Super chat.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh, here's Leo. Fantastic. Random pool guy. Ruza gets a carry license and double taps the next homeless guy who tries to steal your food. The thoughts and opinions of the super chats do not reflect the channel.
I'm holding a fake gun next time. It might be fake. I'm just going to say it's fake for
Leo's typing, so we're definitely going to read that off. Maybe? Question mark? Or you should have sent it to me in DMs of it. Add 30 plus for the bounty of total. Okay, people! For Caring Rarity on Twitter, and please, for the love of Christ, be 18, because that account is not okay. $50 goes to the person who brings us the Caring Rarity video that he gave only to his inner circle. What's the name of their friend? Rouge.
God.
Lucia.
Lucia, you want $50?
$50.
$50. You could sell out somebody who snubs you on the regular, unless you want to look like what is it? Sunburst Pony? Do you? If you want to be
the video and still be friends.
Do you want to be fucking Therapy Rarity's cuck for the rest of your fucking life? Jesus Christ! Can you imagine getting cucked by a fucking map?
The honey's getting money playing fellas like dummies.
$60. It went up to 60.
Super chat, Anthony.
Okay, let's take a look there.
Jesus Christ.
Blinky, $10 to the bounty. All right, $60. I'll put it to you this way: unless you want to be like Isaac, was it Isaac Collar? Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, Lucia, you could be, if you want to be Isaac Collar for the rest of your life, getting cucked by a pedophile, or you can make $60, take care of yourself, and get some fucking respect for once in your fucking life.
You know what?
$60.
We'll get you some art, Lucia. We'll get you some art too.
But that's $60. You could buy yourself a legit fucking microphone. Get a headset, an MSI.
I was like, for $60, like, yeah, you're in used SM58 category at that point. Like,
yeah.
Get yourself some decent shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of my friends were kicked and banned from the fucking Barrel server. I guess for being friends with me.
Oh, I want to respond. You don't have to pay for this one, Blake. Anthony, if you ever expose Sunburn, I want in. He follows me, and that offends me. No, there's a lot of people that want that motherfucker. He's like, oh look, Goy. When I was 18, I ERP'd with a 13-year-old. When he's like, oh yeah, Toon Critic, you're bullying this guy, and I'm like, I'm getting angry and angry at this asshole. I want them in stream real bad. There'll be a line.
Anthony, we came up with an idea. We get someone to be Toon Critic. We pretend we have the husband.
Oh Jesus! Well, we could get the fake if he ever has his balls.
Cartoons, yeah.
Yeah, that dipshit. Jesus.
Well, or Jade. Jade can do it.
Who's? Oh. Who are we talking about?
The one that's been sitting silently for a while.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I want to address this real fast. Leo said that he kicked people from Barrel because they were inactive. Alright.
They were banned, just kicked. Okay.
I
know it means a significant amount that Leo have a no-holds-barred way to help deal with predators online. And again, I'm not going to take Jace for task for wanting to meme at the time. I don't know where he stands on all this. That's fine. All right. And I won't put that on anyone else but Vida. As easy it would be to paint a narrative right now, I'm not looking to do that.
But in your head, you're like, God damn, I wish I could do that.
Yeah,
I'm drunk, I feel honest.
Jade says she'll add a full color, full shaded drawing of the character of the person who brings the vid too.
So that's $60 and a full colored shaded picture from Jane Thunderhoof.
Jade.
Wait, wow, that's a bounty right there.
That is a bounty.
Hold on, let me I'm.
Brody's like, I want this deal.
No, I'm thinking about like, okay.
Like, all of you fuckers back off, Brony. What's this?
I think I'm decent enough at art to bring something to the bounty.
And if you're not happy with Jade, I'll buy you somebody good.
Guess I'm gonna find it. I want fan art.
Yeah.
No, I like as many different artists as possible.
Don't put it in the chat right now, so I don't accidentally click on it. But we'll definitely put up Caring Rarity. I remember just finding the first thing where he's like, "Oh, by the way, my muse is a map," and then I found out just worse and worse things about this person, and I'm like, yeah, "Don't go after Anon, you'll never find him." And then I did. It felt so good because Hate and Rouge helped me out with that one. Okay, that symbol, I think that Vida did a dumb and childish. I said as much to his face earlier, don't care for it. I didn't enjoy waking up to 500 messages.
Ooh.
He said he offered Leo to give the account over to you, and I told Vida this. If you would have gave the account over to Leo, I would have been like, oh. And then I would have gone back to, I would have sat down in front of my computer and felt completely at ease if Leo Convoy would have been holding on to the Zoophile ZPD Twitter. What?
Anthony? So Dog Eye has said they will add a shaded headshot them for bounty.
Whoa.
So that's like what, $25-$30? How much is that?
How much is that worth, Dog Eye?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do a fucking headshot for people.
We've all been sitting here begging Dog Eye for art. I'm gonna be pissed at you.
I'll be honest with you. Vita can bring me that video and we'll pay out.
They say $20 to $25.
Yeah, there you go.
So whoever gets that, I will kill you and steal your bounty.
35, so you're like...
Yeah, I didn't take the account over initially after Bologna thing. I just wanted to make on my plate already. I'm literally maybe I misunderstood what he said. But he made it sound like he offered to like hand it off to you, Leo. He made it sound like, as opposed to like recently, as of today, that he was offering to give it to you. That's the inclination I got. Did anyone else misunderstand that? Who was there?
No, I was under the impression that he had offered it to Leo back like earlier at the beginning of the year.
Okay, that's my boner. Sorry.
I don't know. How I got in was because of Riza. Not Riza. Sorry. It was Vida, and then there was me, local deer cop, and then Riza came in as well.
I'll give Vida this. If Ruza is the reason that you got in, I'll say
Welcome,
thanks on that.
Lio.
Hi, Lio.
Did I say Riza?
Lio.
Fuck, sorry.
You did say Riza the first time.
I just got a few seconds here. That's why I was typing as opposed to hopping on here. But here's how it all played out. Well, let me just here to begin with. All right, so we had the Bologna incident, and we got Quinn into a call. Vida came along because we wanted to put pressure on her, and let's be honest, Vida is persistent. That's why he was brought on. And we were able to get Quinn to change the password, but what Quinn did immediately was give it to Wendy, and we didn't know where Wendy stood at that time. So we came up to the idea that only one admin should ever have the password, and that way there is no emotional or physical coup, and everybody else would access it via TweetDeck. Vida had control of the account in the interim between Bologna's ousting and bringing on Cass Warfox, Ruza, and these other people. Vida did not like having to handle the account because he had to sift through a lot of garbage. It's what I was talking about in my other video. Ruza knows what I'm talking about. You've got to verify these things, and they're unpleasant to look at. Vida ultimately came in today, did the nonsense he did. It's already been covered, but no. He did not offer me the account at that point. The account was offered to me previously, and I've already got so much on my plate right now with everything else I do. I cannot physically handle running that account.
No, I understand it. I had a heart-to-heart with Vida, or at least I was, where I was being sincere. They look at crap, I wouldn't. And he's like, that's why I'm not nuking the account. And then he went on to try and nuke the account later in the day. I was being sincere in everything I said. Maybe less so I'm throwing Ruse under the bus.
I don't doubt that, but again, you got to keep in mind, I was sleeping and then I wake up and I have 500 plus messages, and I'm being cited here, there, and everywhere. And Vita's information is technically incorrect in some areas. Balana didn't do a hostile takeover of the account in the way of getting the password and shutting everybody out. Balana's takeover was an emotional one. That's how Balana controlled people, is through emotional manipulation and intimidation. So Vita's incorrect on that, and even when I was talking to him earlier, it's pretty obvious that his memory isn't the best when it comes to this. I'm guessing that's why he kept trying to do the ring around with Ruza about the evidence thing, because Vita genuinely probably didn't remember everything. He was just going on a tirade, and that's just what Vita does.
What a surprise.
Yep.
So what's his final stance on all this then?
Knowing Vida, he's probably just going to see if the account's going to get nuked. What I personally think, and I've said so before, and I'll go ahead and say so publicly, and I'm sure he'll hear, don't care. What's going to happen more than likely is if the Zoophile Police doesn't get nuked from this, Vida's probably going to find something else to do and go about his way. I do need to talk to some people here in private. There are some ways or some things you guys are doing that I think needs to be readdressed. Not due to this, but just in general that I've been needing to tap you guys on the shoulder about for a while. But other than that, there's probably nothing.
There's something I wanted to bring up here and that you could tell me to wait.
Sure.
You told me about there's a strike system with Vida. I was wondering if this counts as one of those.
Yeah, I'd say this one is.
Okay, cool. All right, good.
What's the number on that one?
2.
Yes. 2, okay.
He tried to say before, he's like, oh, if I have a problem with you, Leo will just dox you or some shit like that. And Leo did not appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see here. Anything else I need to cover here?
No, that's good.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I'm going to go ahead and hop off for now.
See ya.
See ya. I generally, again, not a fan of the source, but I like knowing that there's like another place out there that's looking out for shit, and not so much. That's wishful thinking. It feels like a little bit, just a skosh.
Yeah. I mean, I do love the classic thing of screaming the hard ER on a hacked account. I haven't seen that 2 million times. I'm angry about that. It's just like, dude, that is so unoriginal in 2012. Come the fuck on, man. If you're gonna fuck us up, be creative with it. Don't just say Edward all over Twitter.
I wonder if this was just something ironic, like he just popped in and like, oh, they made it to 10,000 followers. Why not I ruin it for them?
It
just sounds a little convenient, honestly.
He is someone that likes to get crushed by pulling something off and then just sort of half-assing it afterwards.
Yeah, okay. Again, I'm not super familiar with the deep lore with
the
everybody,
crazy
so
plan all along.
If you need somebody who will press on in spite of all logic and reason and find a way to fuck shit up, there's definitely a reason to have something like that. It's just not here. I felt like I would have explained that better if more people would have asked me.
Probably.
I feel this reminds me of the time when I started telling the secret and what a terrible person Looney was, and after years and years, they just believed me, and I'm like, wait, no, this is normally where everybody argues. Really? No one's gonna argue? But they've argued with me for so many years. This can't be right.
No.
I just get disregarded.
That's about right.
We're gonna take your considerations into advisement. Go right in the trash. Oh, fuck.
Crazy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
How was your day, Rouge? I love you, by the way.
I slept for 3 hours.
I'm terribly sorry. I slept for 5. I slept 3 hours the day before.
I haven't yet to
Rouge
sleep.
hasn't slept. Yeah.
When I went to lay down, like at, I don't know, like 7 p.m. or whenever he started having a breakdown, I looked in the Zoophile Police admin server, and no one ever talks in there. And I seen a message. He said, "You give it out the password." I was just like, "Yeah, stop being a crybaby bitch about it." Like, I was fucking half awake, and I can't even see the flaws in his argument. Like, you could probably look at those messages and tell that my messages were sloppy and shit because I was half awake. I was like, dude, I deal with screaming kids all the fucking time. I don't want to deal with another one.
Another.
Would you equate this behavior as a dark pony-ish or what?
Oh yeah, basically.
Like, bro, I
Like
work
him
with
and Dark
kids, and
Pony
this
would
man
be
acts
great
exactly
fucking
like
friends.
Oh, God. I still remember the first time I met Vida and they threw him out of the room.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I've got to get that person in my employ. I could do a lot of damage with that person. I wasn't
Anthony
wrong.
still gets the I'm right badge.
I feel like
I'm doing it publicly. You fucking told me I didn't listen.
No, no,
I'm right in public.
Rouge, you're amazing, and I take you for granted,
It's
and I love
fine.
you
I'm
very.
giving you.
No.
You're right in public.
No, I love my girlfriend. She's amazing, and I take her for granted, and I take a lot of my friends for. I take the ZPD for granted. I'm in a lovey mood. I just feel good right now.
My boy drunk.
Yeah.
But he still gets his I'm right.
I'm not.
Can I call you a soft
Tell
Uno?
me you told me so later.
I'm just so confused.
Anthony, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a well-known fact within the Brony fandom that FNGR does not have or deserve any friends.
It's true. They won't let me go to their gun convention.
How would you ever be able to take something you don't have for granted?
Oh.
Please.
Oh, Jesus.
My poor drunk BB.
Pretty much.
Oh, by the way, Rouge, I think I earned question mark with things with Fennec. I don't know.
Oh, we'll talk about that when this is done.
I think everything might be. I don't care right now. I'm just drunk and happy.
No, I just don't want to do it on stream. Yeah, but basically, yeah, things are good.
All right, cool. I just took a cheap shot, and they're like, I don't want to deal with that. And I'm like, all right. I chose the right time to throw a cheap shot. Cool. I think you forgot who I was.
Well, no, I spent last night talking with him, is why.
He said he woke up.
That's why I was up so late.
He woke up with a hangover. I said one thing and then moved on. Because I was like, no, I don't want to give Rouge a headache.
No, I saw him post it and pulled him aside, and we talked about it. It was like, hey, Fennec.
You were terribly sweet Friday, Rouge, and I owe you that. And if I didn't express that enough...
Brony, help me.
I'm like, where is this call going right now?
Like...
Well, Rouge is like, you don't show me enough affection. I really love you, Rouge, with all my heart and soul. And I don't mind anyone knowing. And that feels great. It feels amazing to be able to date somebody that I could say that to the world.
What the hell's going on?
He's my Uwu soft boy. Don't judge him.
I'm okay.
Come here, baby, it's fine.
No, it's just.
Shut
it's
up,
just
Ronnie. Shut up.
Okay.
This is mine.
Okay, I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
He's like, there's not enough violence in this room. It must be fixed.
Okay, hold on a minute.
You're like, wait, Anthony can be soft? Yes, he's soft for me. Now shut the fuck up.
What? I'm just saying that, even before we dated, Rouge has always like been there and amazing, and a smarter person would have noticed it sooner.
I also had a different person I was dating, so it's fine, baby.
Okay, just checking.
It's okay. We could have been
Smarter
dating
person
sooner,
would
but
have
things
noticed
happened
it
in the way
sooner.
they were supposed to.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
All right, there. That's our answer right there. I like that line a lot.
Holy hell.
Vero's like, take a shot every time FNGR kisses up to Rouge and stream. I think we're like 5 or 6. I got a quick recharge. Well, you're ahead of us.
Leave my baby alone. Let me take my effect.
Jeez, are we out? Is there anything else anything like you guys on the horizon that you guys want to work on, or how about you, Ruza? Are you working on anything?
Still working on the sunburn video guy. Fuck that guy.
I'm really excited for the derpy stuff because there's more to it.
I'll either do that or that weird asshole who's pretending to be members of the Secret Rift and erotic roleplay on Twitter that I feel like slapping the piss out of. I reached out to them and said, "Hey, friendo, would you like to get back to me?" And apparently they thought that maybe if I don't reply, it'll just go, "You're wrong."
Just not even finish us. You're wrong. Stupid.
Why is Vera out here judging me?
And if you don't think,
Cass. What ideas did you have for the 10K video?
It's kind of an idea, but I'll work on it.
What's the idea?
Art for 10K.
Good idea, man.
I'll see what I can do with that.
Oh, I want to give credit for anyone who saw what's that weird pred that you guys like fucking exposed Brony Inspector as being a bullshit artist.
Fuck.
Yeah, I forgot his name. You mention him all the time. The Daniel whatever.
Oh, Daniel Romanos.
Yeah, I only found Daniel Romanos. I only found about Romanos through Cass, so I completely piggybacked that off of Cass.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Romanos is like
Anthony, does this surprise you? Archer says they know who runs that RP count.
Uh-oh. I did see you were either following them or they were following you, Archer. Have you talked to them in call? Because I would like to have a word with them.
Show us your DMs.
I already have everything screenshotted off of there that I need, so even if it poofs, I'm definitely gonna slap the shit out.
Detective, where are you right now? Get get in the office right now.
I can't be pulling up that that Twitter account and stream. Jesus.
No, obviously not.
Yeah, I noticed that they were sitting there drawing like erotic pictures of Josh Scorcher's OC's wife, and I'm like, they're not gonna be cool with that.
Yes, we're both in the hot tub together. Perfect.
Oddly enough, there was no erotic Dr. Wolf. I wouldn't said anything, and I'm like, hey, look, you do what you gotta do.
You do you, man.
Yeah.
Dr. Wolf is sitting in the closet smoking a cigarette.
I do have to give a big thank you to Vida for helping fix my fucking sleep schedule. I got some coffee and Monster, and I was like, man, this shit's exciting to me. So thank you on that. I've been trying to fix it for like a month.
I surprisingly got up at a proper time, so I guess bless him.
I almost never sleep.
It wasn't a proper time, if you know what I'm saying. It wasn't really great.
Sleep is for the weak.
Ruza, I sleep until 4 p.m. How dare you?
Let me ask you this, Vito. When Kiro comes back, please don't fuck up the people who are exposing him. Could you do me that? Could you bend over backwards and maybe not fuck that one up? Fucking jag off.
Guys exposing a predator. I'm going to hack the account. I'm helping.
Blinky Iris Dr. Wolf is a closet with a teacup. What? Oh, okay.
Yes, exactly. I'm sitting here with my small, very small, tiny cup of tea.
Oh, it's a
peering
minor
through
who runs the RP.
closet
I
door.
hope Dr.
which is
Wolf watches
slightly
these
ajar.
streams.
But if
Archer?
it were a jar, it would be a tiny little jar with a tiny little lid. That you
Should
could
I add
screw
Archer?
onto it.
Yeah, I want to yell at Archer because he keeps hanging out with dumb fucking people. Why do you know everyone that we want on stream, Archer?
I'll be honest with you. Archer knows a surprising amount of people who are either predators or predator adjacent, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, can you, Arch, can you, Archibald.
I think you hang out with terrible. I think Archer hangs out with people who are only worse than Cloudy, so they look better.
Stop right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stop.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally. I just know him by his name.
Have you been in call with him?
No.
I definitely want to get a hold of that guy.
Have you role played with him?
No.
Has Cloudy role played with him?
I don't know.
Have you and Cloudy roleplayed, Archer?
I thought you were. I thought you were Cloudy's secretary, where you'd be like, "What's my 3 o'clock, Archer?"
What's my 3 o'clock
I
RP
have no
appointment?
reason to lie to you.
I'm just taking with you.
I know.
Yeah, we like you, Archer. You're ours.
You can
You're
now.
Archibald.
After all this, you've been such a good goy, Archer. You can now date Spoken. It's okay.
Archibald.
Wait, what?
No,
don't bring that up again, please. I already got chewed out for that. I'm leaving her alone.
Oh no, you missed the whole conversation in Limbo about it.
About what? What did I miss?
I don't
Look
know.
at Limbo Discord later.
I don't care what happens in Limbo Discord as long as it's not porn or child endangerment or anything that's along those lines.
Are you in there, Archer?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm in limbo.
Yeah, I never fucking. Yeah, Archer's okay he's probably the worst person who's okay.
Archibald. You should get him in here. Get that guy. You should hit that guy up, man. Get him in here.
Was the guy running the account?
Yeah, pedal your little bicycle over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to say, hey, what's up? You want to come talk and just
We have a bunch of people who are a fan of your artwork and how you.
yeah, dude, say whatever, dude. Just see if you can get him over here. That's like,
hang on.
You're the bridge. You're the hand that rocks the cradle in this instance. Or
Come on, Archer.
the edge of the blade, man. Come
let
on,
me
bro.
blank the screen real quick here, because I want to look through
What are you gonna
Leo's
show?
DMs to find this asshole.
Go paddle your canoe over to
Yeah, Assistant Realm RP is the name of the guy.
Wait, are they talking about like Realm, like the game?
No, his name is Aiding Assistant.
Oh, how do you know it's the right guy?
Because he said so.
Okay. I
sent him a DM on the account, the RP account.
And normally
saying 'cause Leo
I
wanted
wouldn't
to talk to him.
I normally wouldn't bother when they're like, oh, they're impersonating somebody, but they seem to like do it with everybody, and I'm like, oh, you've really gone out of your way to make yourself a nuisance. I think you've got my attention now. Okay.
I think he did some art with his character in Lightning Bliss too.
Yeah, he has an erotic roleplay art with like Lightning Bliss or whatever the hell.
Not erotic RP art, like actual not safe for work art of his OC and hers.
That's what not
Hyatt
work.
Regency,
That's
Burlingame,
really fucking
California.
gross.
Mrs. Wolf and Lightning Bliss are in the hot tub.
Okay.
Yeah, stop.
I would do a disclaimer here, but I don't
Exactly as
question.
I describe it. A nondescript man sits alone on the mezzanine.
I want this video so bad.
He peers over at them.
God, I love the Dr. Wolf series. It's so good.
Okay.
There's this for anybody who doesn't know. There's this really straight-laced brony analyst named Dr. Wolf. We do like this parody account called Dr. Wolf. It's just like a black wolf that's like cracked out and says all the wrong, horriblest, bad advice he possibly can.
So basically, Dr. Wolf.
Yes, basically.
Wow. Okay.
Should I put one of the pictures in the room?
Yeah, sure.
All right, sure.
Tell me when to add him. He's offline right now.
Oh no! If he's not online, then there's no point.
Freaking
All right.
Riff erotic roleplay group.
No.
We're gonna lose him, folks.
I'm going to die. That's so funny.
Where the fuck did you post it?
Not yet.
Oh,
to put it in the room.
He protected the account.
Oh, it's already down. Well, I think I have everything screenshotted I needed, so tell him have fun with that. It's a day late and a dollar short, as the kids would say.
Every detail is to be correct, down to the tiniest of teacups.
Here's the counter output, or the character in question.
Oh boy.
Tiniest little tiny teacups.
Oh,
little
shit.
jar full of little tiny bit of honey. A small little lid.
Do the Crystal Mountain one, Brony. there's this Brony convention that went
I've been on this equestrian one. Yes, make sure that those panty vending machines are next to where the water dispensers used to be. I don't want a single person here thinking they're going to leave without buying some damn panty. I'm running this show now, and you're going to be hearing the word panties a lot out of my mouth. So I want y'all to get your laughs out right now. I hear some of you in the back are still laughing when I say panties. I need everyone to just understand that panties are the thing keeping the lights on around here. Panties. We need more expensive, better tiers for our badges. Yes, this would be perfect. Your highest paid badge will make sure that your name and home address is published in the con book.
Did you know that apparently, at least according to Vida, the e-girls are a massive concern at Brony conventions?
So that's the thing. Like, e-girls are currently the most hated thing on the internet, according to various internet memes that they have that the public has been absorbing. Like, yes, e-girls are the worst thing in the universe right now culturally. I get that.
Okay.
The fact that culturally that could influence someone's whole harebrained scheme is pretty fucking hilarious. Not an e-girl. We can't let that happen.
Do they have e-girls in furry?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I couldn't think of any. And I was maybe they don't.
I can't think of any right off the bat, but it's like, for the furries getting Murray playing fellas.
I was about to say, it sounds like
something
something they'd have, but I couldn't think of a single one by name. Maybe they don't.
They do, just not by name.
Okay. They're smart enough to hide it.
I can think of what I just don't remember the name. Yeah.
Well, I don't mean like if there's like a webcomic of the character. I mean.
No, I can picture them. I'm just not even. I'm blanking on the name because it's like generic cam furry, stupid, weird gay stuff on the internet.
Rouge here.
Yes, that cam girls and furry. They're all boys.
Since my boy was extra, I love you more than anything. I'm so lucky you're a part of my life and you've changed it for the better. Oh, that sounds like you read off what I think about you, Rouge.
Oh,
wait, hold on. Do you know what that means? Rouge's super chats are all psychic. Do me next.
No, don't
take a drink of my fucking soda. What the hell?
Yeah, don't send me a bunch of freaking. The last time one of my girlfriends sent me a shit ton of super chats, it didn't end well.
Right, but she can read everyone's thoughts apparently.
The last one my first one was just me paying Lio to do the fucking voice. It was like every $5 someone donated to do a new line in the voice.
Oh, Meadow Drop. That's the one who wanted in. If we had somebody to roast. I'll definitely Moto drop. Yeah, next time we get a predator, it would definitely bring you along if you want. We didn't have one today. unless, yeah, Cash, you got any predators you want to beat the shit out of in stream? the fans
unfortunately, currently no, because a lot of them have this distinct thing. Once I call them out, they kind of just disappear.
We do get a couple of dummies who come back.
Oh yeah,
a couple.
It appears we found that you are guilty of. Hold on, I gotta go. Oh, he's leaving.
Fuck.
He drove away.
Steal you from FNGO. That's a promise. I steal all the wives. Lol. There's a couple of girls waiting to take Rouge already. I don't want to sound like a broken record.
There you go, Brony.
Oh, what's this? Brony
moving down in a hole.
TF2 rep this. Did I do something? No. Motor drop. I know you wanted to come along for like a pred hunt or something, but we haven't had one in a hot minute. Blinky, Iris, Rouge, and FNGR are cinnamon rolls. I mean, you're half right, kind of, sort of, maybe. If I were
We're cinnamon rolls with each other, not
right,
so much
like,
with a lot of others.
I'm like, yeah, nah, but they definitely, like, you know. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Archer. He doesn't bully you. He's just salty. He doesn't know how to fight back.
I'm sorry.
See, he just apologizes.
Archibald, why?
Yes, cinnamon rolls. That's
why, Archibald? And honestly, I'm half agreeing with you. They're not really cinnamon rolls. You should see how they bully Archer. It's pretty great.
Oh yeah, when we get into TF2.
Wow, Brony, are you gonna own up to your part in that?
Brony Inspector loves all God's creatures equally.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I bully all God's creatures. Oh, the internet? Oh, that's where I go to be a jerk to people. Even my best friends like you guys.
That made me think of the time you explained you spun Minty Root around till he wanted to throw up.
Yes, that was wonderful. When I picked up Minty Root and spun him around in a circle. He was so tiny. I've never seen anyone so small. I've seen some small horse bros, but that guy was like, man, he was little.
I just imagine Brony Inspector with the most goofus smile on his. I'm gonna spit him.
You're so tiny. I just started spinning around as fast as I'm getting dizzy.
Random pool guy Archer, read a book of Garfield comics and come back with insults so everyone will start respecting you.
It's a really good idea.
Oh, someone's bringing up pretzels. All right, we're gonna go on this tangent. Anthony thinks pretzels are dessert.
Okay, no, I am the Look, no, someone's trying to pretzels, huh? I'm not the pretzel consumer or anything, but
they're not even like the chocolate tipped ones. He's talking about the ones from fucking gas stations.
Okay.
Whatever, fine, I'll take the L.
I'm never gonna move on. Crook eats her pizza with honey mustard. That's fucking
here's
weird.
My point, and I'm with Vero and
pizza?
Anthony on pretzels are any time.
Yeah.
Pretzels are any time.
They're a bad time at breakfast.
I disagree. I've had
them. Then it's just a bad time. If I had some in the house, yeah.
Sometimes I've had pretzels where the best thing about them was the mustard, and I wouldn't say you put mustard on dessert, so I just kind of think of them as any time. But then again, you take the same pretzel and you put some cinnamon and sugar on it, and now that's dessert. I'm not even going to question that for a split second. So it's a versatile, even a plain one with just salt, like. That could be a dessert. It's not a meal.
Brownie, I want your opinion on Crook's thing of honey mustard on pizza.
Honey mustard on pizza? What else is going on in it?
I don't know. She just told me the other day she likes to put honey mustard on fucking pizza.
Like just added dressing on top of the pizza.
Yeah.
I don't question your girl crush.
I don't know. That could be. You know what? I'm not saying that couldn't be good. I mean, people put ranch on pizza in certain places of the country, and I guess that's a thing.
That does sound good, Pool Guy. Egg and cheese on pretzel bread.
So I'm 100% with Pool Guy for egg and cheese on pretzel bread. I want that now.
I got one worse than that. I was just picturing like a really cheesy omelet on top of a pizza.
So there was
amazing. That does. That sounds like it's just when you don't give a fuck anymore.
There was a pizza place here that did like an egg on top of the pizza, and they would do it like frittata style, but then you could also get it like kind of runny style, which is the way I liked it. Man, that egg on top of the pizza shit was the jam at what the fuck was that place called? Hot Italian. Used to be great, then they got shitty, then they got okay, and now they're kind of, probably not going to survive the restaurant apocalypse, but
I think we've probably come to the end of it here.
Yeah, no, we're done.
All right,
Godspeed, guys.
Godspeed, everyone, and take care and stay